kills. Prefer to go for Samira or Tristana, these all-in champions, but it's not going to be the case this time around. It's a CC heavy bottom lane here and he actually runs over this ward without popping the Scryer's Bloom. By popping your Scryer's Bloom, of course, you're going to alert your opponents to your position, and so he just wanted to chance it, see if there's no vision. Does get
right. We can see that. Oh, never mind. It don't even matter that he walked over the ward. Not too concerned about it. So that should be a free Drake for the side of TL here. One last Q and auto attack means Santorin picks it up. So we've got two separate 1v1s happening here. Santorin did not win out in his. Spica then maintains control over the top side. River to go after Jensen. Power of Evil following up on this one. Sending the soldiers a little bit further. Jensen with the flash over the wall. Santorin looking to try to get in there and save his buddy. Walks away with almost no HP left. Jensen with a shockwave. Spica with the Chad flash. Takes him down, but it's a 1-for-1. Power of Evil guarantees a TSM.
This defensive covering that he does, playing for his teammates, rather than using a lot of the teleports back to lane, back to, for tempo.
First turret bonus. I almost call it a turret first blood bonus, but turrets don't bleed. That's still on the board. Anybody can take it. And now, a beautiful outplay there from Power of Evil, throwing Santorin back into the turret, but it will not be enough. Team Liquid just brought more bodies, and they get the kill here in the mid lane. With the death sentence into the play, flashes away just to guarantee he doesn't give away a free kill. And then Team Liquid will continue.
That's probably going to be enough for him to stick around and finish up this turret. So Team Liquid should be able to answer 1-for-1 in early turret gold. That will push them 100 gold, a whopping 100 gold here, right back over into the lead until TSM retake it with the mid tower. And meanwhile, Spica does force the blue buff onto Santorin with the smite fight, though he does not steal it away.
Alrighty, goodbye, Mr. Dragon. That one goes over to TSM here yet again. So over the 5 neutral objectives that have spawned so far in this game, 3 Drakes and 2 Rift Heralds, 4 of those have gone over to TSM. Thanks to their control over the neutral territory, thanks to their control over both parts of this river, as you mentioned earlier. So good signs for TSM here early on. Sword Art is nearby, helping out Spica as they try to catch Alfari a little bit, but he can get himself away, and TSM will not pursue this any further. Instead, regrouping around the mid lane to make sure they're able to defend this tier 1 turret. Shelly has been summoned up, unfortunately, right here because she was about to run out. You got to summon her eventually, but it looks like this will be a Rift Herald that does not get a whole lot of work done. Spica's going forward. Run, stun, job done. Jensen cannot ever get away from that one. And Hooney's got the kill on the enemy mid laner. Core JJ is caught on the wrong side of the river, and Spica's gonna help him get home. TSM picking up 2.
It was a trap! Captain Flowers, they use the Rift Herald as bait! Oh, they bait Team Liquid into trying to come kill off Shelly, and they double teleport TSM with the Master Tactician actually going for PoE, sweeps him back and trades ultimates.
Oh, did I say that was going to be a bad bar? Has it at about 95%. He's almost red. He's almost ready to go. The Drake's at 2K. Santorin's about to be killed off. Kept alive here by some of the healing and shielding. Spica's now a little bit too far forward. He's going to be killed. Nicely done by TL. They take out the enemy jungler, and they take the Drake, tying those up here in this game. Curtain call fired off. 4th shot's not going to find the mark, but Alfari's moved forward and Hooney's been found. Shockwave onto 2 with Alfari being kept alive here for the shielding. Santorin can't do much. Power of Evil does a lot. Huge ulti into the Team Liquid lines. TSM is turning around the fight, and they are killing everybody left, right, and center. Core JJ's running away, trying to find some way out of this one, but lost in hot pursuit. It doesn't matter if you got the blast cone, buddy. You're stuck between turrets and a misfortune. Just pick how you want to die. Death sentence won't do it. And TSM. Alfari stands alone for a little while. Jensen's finally walking all the way over here, but look at Baron. Kobe, it's already down to 1,000. It's already out of the picture, and TSM pick up the big purple. But this dude is truly the reincarnation of Bjergsen and how he carried this team so many times in playoff games, in high-stakes matches. PoE showing up at an incredibly pivotal point in the game to earn TSM a fight that then gets them a Baron and puts them at the state of the game where we're looking at on our screens right now, Kobe, taking their 5th turret, grabbing the tier 2 there. Hooney's getting caught out a little bit now. Shockwave into the curtain call. Everything being thrown at the boy, plus the kitchen sink. Surely he will fall here. It is Jensen picking up the money, but what is this? Team Liquid's going on a crocodile hunting adventure while they're losing all their structures in the top lane, killing Renekton when he's not exactly in a great, huge spot and needs to be shut down. Trading that away for a tier 3 turret, I'm not going to call that worth.
Well, they also trade it for an extra turret on bottom side as they commit Alphari to the counter push here. You see Alphari has no teleport, so Team Liquid, they make this call, hey, we're not going to fight this Baron at our inhibitor turret. We are actually going to go for a trade bottom.
Yeah, honestly, when you're looking at the plus gold from the Red Bull Baron buff here for the side of TSM, it's not very much. Plus 525 over the course of this entire thing. That turret will add a little bit more
access to the setup on this objective too. So Team Liquid once again are going to be forced to face check. TSM just burn it down.
And a Seraphine ulti onto 2 forces out a defensive Hecarim ulti, and that is a huge tool not available for Team Liquid. But now that Spica's too far forward, he has to flash away defensively as well. KaiSser with a massive pickup on the Power of Evil, but an even bigger turnaround coming out from him. They get a shutdown on the TSM mid laner, and Hooney's doing a great job zoning everybody else away. The curtain call will open up, TSM will look to disengage. Santorin doesn't have a lot of HP and he has to pick his moment perfectly. He does not, and he'll be beaten down instead. Team Liquid are not playing these fights well until Tactical just pops off with the big caliber in the handgun to finish off Spica. Now he's got to figure out a way to run all the way out of this one, dropping down a couple of traps, but it won't matter. Go over to Baron and start that up. They say if you want the Drake, you can have it, but we're taking this. And Baron's already down to half HP. TSM staying grouped up around the pit, disengaging away from the objective. It's Hooney who's jumped on first here with the damage. Power of Evil looking to disengage away from Alphari. Both top laners have lost some HP with a big bullet time coming out. Santorin being stuck a little bit with a wombo combo showing up from TL. 1 for 1 so far. Lost dominating now. His 6th kill of the game, taking out Santorin. But considering Power of Evil was the trade, that is not what TSM was looking for. Team Liquid walking away from the Baron now, heading back down towards mid. They've got to be careful. They don't want to fully disengage from this because there's so much damage potential on TSM. They could just go right back into the Baron. Yes, they will. They're not afraid. They are forcing Team Liquid to answer this. They can see, look, Tactical's got to walk all the way back up through mid. He was going down there to take the Drake as the one-man crew that you do like normal. But no, sir, it's not happening now. They're looking for a little bit more. KaiSser not going to grab the hook here. TSM coming in for the engage. That would have been a great time to have a Renekton flash. And Alphari goes forward. The shutdown over to Tactical. Could this be the throw from TSM as TL go for the Baron?
Oh my goodness, Flowers, they do jump back on Baron, but you have to ask, PoE is down. The strongest member here on TSM, Lake and Azir, with full items and inventory with the extra stopwatch for the team fight. There's no Azir here, so Team Liquid are happy to turn right back around. They actually take down this Baron while TSM are trying to go for the Dragon. Smite is here for TL, though. Santorin could just steal it.
They're going in and they got it. Stolen away by Team Liquid. Baron plus a Drake. They are getting everything done. Coming right back into the game right now. Power of Evil nearly caught out. Onslaught of Shadows over the wall, but it won't find the target here in time. Hooney is mad and the boys got his ulti to prove it. KaiSser coming around from the side. Hooney stepping out of the way, but Hooney's stuck. And he's farmed up just like the Krugs whose house he was chilling in. It's Team Liquid picking up another one. And TSM are 4v5 for the next 50 seconds.
Bro, late game out macro by Team Liquid.
This is a banger of a game to start. Nobody from TSM is coming to defend this turn. 12-10. That wasn't a typo. That's just a crit from the 4th shot of Tactical here on the Jhin. 6 items. Infinity Edge, Gale Force, Collector, that 4th thing, and Rapid Fire Cannon. All of those items have crit on them. That's 100% crit here on the Jhin.
Lord Dominic's regards are coming towards TSM as well now. Tactical just opening up to allow this super... oh, that really hit
that thing has execute damage, by the way. It did half his health at full HP. If he was at 2/3 health, that just kills him. Alphari's going in now, looking to put in a little bit of extra damage. He's being careful enough to not get punished here by Hooney. Hooney is only at 2/3 HP though. TL moving into the enemy base, taking down the inhibitor, and the first inhib of the game.
Baron, and Baron will do more damage and is more of a threat to you, than the single dragon. The shockwave actually used.
Oh!
Problem there for Team Liquid.
Okay, TL still trying to stay together here as TSM goes in, looking for some damage. Hooney's out here pressuring into the back line. A nice Seraphine ulti onto 3, but it will not provide them the kill. They're going for the shots here. A couple more going through. Hooney's still alive. Holy cow! 1,269 damage. Seraphine's tour is canceled, and Team Liquid are marching into the enemy base, but Power of Evil is going in. There is no miracle happening today. TSM will not hold the line against this. A deadly flourish here at the very end. CoreJJ's gone fishing, and Team Liquid caught the Bud Light ace. An incredible turnaround based off of the first half of this game. Team Liquid bring it back, and they'll take game one of the series.
What an opener to playoffs, Captain Flowers. We are starting out with such a contentious matchup here. Team Liquid.
What TL wants to pick into it. For Jensen specifically, we want to see a step up from game number one. Power of Evil felt like he had so many big plays for TSM. While Jensen
have been doing so much work with this godlike bottom side duo of the Aphelios plus Thresh. Huni, though, going to be in trouble.
Huni taking a lot of damage here.
Big
Santorin
trouble.
goes with them with the blast cone, jumping right back in, nearly kills him off. Where's that last spear going to be? Huni is here. He's got 50 health. He just popped his shield and he's overheated. Alfari's walking forward, could just go for the flash Q, and first blood for Alfari.
So going to be a bit of a rebuttal there for Team Liquid. CoreJJ gets the hook.
Okay, Sword Art now put in a bad spot where he has to flash back over the wall to get to his team. Holy cow, Tactical just jumping in on top of three. What was that? Because it wasn't the right move.
Malphite sighting!
The initiation supports will be initiating here, and it's CoreJJ who's further away from the rest of the team, but now re-engaging here with the dredge line, and there in the front line, it's Sword Art going to be bursted down. Speaker taking the damage now with the ulti coming through. Aphelios doing some work, but Tactical doing more. Coming right back in there, and it's the Gangplank ulti that did so much here for TL in this fight. It gave him a 3-for-1. Now it's going to be 4 if they don't look out. Power of Evil gets charmed up. Triple kill over to Santorin and Team Liquid. What is it with these
guys? Does not flinch. He immediately hooks in. Jensen now, though, does not have ult, still has flash.
Flashing away, trying to get out of Huni's damage. You are not getting away from anything.
Yeah. This man does not flinch, okay? You're running at him with Udyr, you throw the hook at him, he just turns it around. Such a good counter engage by Core.
You feel like you caught him out. He is so adept at recognizing when he can turn a play around. Now coming into the mid lane, going after Power of Evil. They know he already used his cleanse there on the bottom side, and CoreJJ said thanks for
from Nautilus. Clean exchange. They didn't even have to get into tower damage range there. Only one shot. Now Huni's under fire as well.
Oh, but he drops down the equalizer to try to protect himself a little bit further. They grab the kill. Spica wants to move in there and see if anything can be here. He did have to stop off for the Seekers, went for the Sorcerer's Shoes as well for the early penetration. Now TSM might have to be careful with Team Liquid coming to make a play. They're recognizing that this Drake is still a win condition for them in a game that they're pretty significantly behind. And they want to keep this stack alive. They want to bring themselves onto the soul point here. Alfari's coming in for the damage. Jensen around from the side. It is a massacre. TSM, they wanted to try to continue stacking these up, but Team Liquid simply said no. Huni's trying to stay close enough to maybe try to contest something, but it cannot be done. It's Drake +3 for TL.
You can just look at the player movement on that play, Flowers, and tell TSM are in just deep trouble right now. I mean, as soon as TL popped the Gangplank ultimate, every TS member is like, yep, nope, we gotta run, we're out of here. They're all grouped up, same pathway out, just AoE down. They knew there's very little hope for them. They get cut off on the only win condition left open to them in this game because or something, because as immediately as Team Liquid show themselves, they're like, okay, we're outgunned here.
Alfari loses the turret that he's using as protection, but instead it was only a bait. Bringing Santorin down here for the 2v2, but now Team Liquid has lost a little bit more HP than they were expecting. The barrel's denied. Now Alfari has to flash. Colin coming down. One shut down over to Power of Evil. Will it be two? Not just yet, but a bad stasis from Santorin could put him in a bad spot instead. Wait, what? What? What?
Or is it, Captain Flowers? It is a stasis to bait once again. Honestly, it's an execution. He never got to hit the rumble. Tactical is gonna make up for earlier.
Okay, so Tactical grabs a freebie here in the mid lane, takes down the enemy AD carry in the 1v1. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, a stasis.
You want to come tower dive over here? Alfari will screen the rest of TSM. He should be able to keep them out long enough, but 3k health and they're going for the fight.
Not against the equalizer. That thing is incredibly effective at stopping these early Baron attempts, but it will not be able to stop the fight and the kill afterwards. Tactical is on a
Turret
killing.
shot, 2 turret shot. He's able to hop away. He lands the spear onto PoE, so he gets credit for the kill onto PoE. Huni was untouched, so it was an execution, but those still give over experience, and it's back out to Team Liquid. All that's really left for them is to finish up the dirty work, clearing up this map. They have the Everfrost Ahri, so with their control of Summoner's Rift, you just have to go set up at every objective first once again. Jensen can threaten to pick, and CoreJJ has the point and click that both PoE and Lost have to.
For CoreJJ's Nautilus, just having a much better game than his opponent this time around. Goes for the flash, dredge line, gets him through the flash. CoreJJ here in the front line now with the damage coming down. Core just might fall, yes he will, but the reset's coming through. Tactical does it again, he goes too far in. But he stays alive well enough to get away. Yes, he's got 200 HP left. Oh no, Spica just runs it on into the waiting maw. That is
Team Liquid will get the dragon after it though. Tactical making good use of that W key.
Team Liquid has shaken off whatever bad vibes they had in game number 1, and now CoreJJ once again going back in for the counter engage as soon as it looks like he's been caught out, but was it a mistake this time? Jensen and Santorin both going to be taken low. TSM health bar is about to evaporate from a little bit more damage, but they cannot get the reset. Tactical cannot get a kill. Alfari goes in looking for even more. He's going to grab the bullet that kills off Spica. Everybody on TSM.
Possibilities. TSM are not lying down. They're continuing to throw counterpunch after counterpunch, and now Alfari is next on the menu.
Alfari's seeing the rumble and saying, all right, I can fight this guy, but League of Legends is a team game, my friend. So now you got to get away from 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's not halfway. They know they need something like this to get them back into this game. Team Liquid moving forward as 4, trying to stop him. Multi-man stun coming out here with the Everfrost. Baron down to about 1,000 HP. It's going to be secured by Huni. Santorin's into the pit, buying a little bit of time here with the stasis. Getting back out over the wall. Team Liquid coming in, looking to fight, but Lost is going crazy here with the Aphelios damage. But not crazy enough. It is a quadra kill for Jensen and an ace for Team Liquid.
Well, that's the end of that story. Tactical is able to finish it off. Team Liquid can now push in towards an inhibitor. TSM group up all in the back of the barrel. Bunch of easy fish for the shooting there as Team Liquid. They are initially turned back by this Rumble ultimate from Huni, which was quite good on the line outside of Baron Pit, but then they just re-engaged.
Such a good job starting that off there for Team Liquid, making sure that they captured everybody in the back part of the pit there as Baron is doing extra damage. Free firing time onto this. Jensen goes over the wall, just buys their attention for a moment to give Tactical the chance to put the autos into the turret, and there's the bomb, there's the damage, and there's the second inhibitor broken open now on the side of TSM. Yes, the inhibitor itself still remains, but they've got a lot of protecting to do when they're down 9,500 gold.
Yeah, and they don't have any issues with sustain either. With 3 Ocean Dragons themselves, it's not the soul yet, but it's still decent sustain for the Team Liquid members. They keep up the pressure outside of the inhibitor here and can keep TSM bottled up inside their own. Whoop.
Oh, CoreJJ tries to go in, but with the equalizer called down yet again, Huni's got a lot of ability haste here. So that means that was ready to go, and it stops Team Liquid from going all the way in. CoreJJ throwing down the ulti, but Huni instantly with the stasis trying to get himself away from the aggro. Jensen goes in with the Everfrost, finds the CC on a Sword Art. The inhibitor falls. Nobody from TSM is dead. That's the important to put Team Liquid in a similar situation. They need another one of those tactical decisions out of this Tristana. CoreJJ taking a lot of damage here in the front line, getting caught out a little bit. Gets away to safety as the Gangplank ulti finds everybody on the side of TSM. Jensen goes forward. Everfrost gonna find some CC and damage onto 2. Huni into the stasis. Sword Art's already down as he drops the box. But Jensen has gone godlike with a charm into a spear. And Power of Evil lost Spica. Everybody's trying to get away, but they aren't getting away from nothing. Tactical's going in for the reset city as Spica and Power of Evil stand 2v5, but they will not stand any longer. Nexus turret's fallen over. Team Liquid on the victory march, significantly faster than game number 1. They'll even look to pad the stats here at the very end. They are confident this one is all done for, and Team Liquid move up to a 2-0 lead.
Interesting game number. Seraphine ultimate off of.
Oh, but if we're talking about Seraphine Ultimate, Silas drafted here for Team Liquid. Torin backs up, eats some honey fruit here in the river. The Drake will not even be warded by the side of TSM. They don't see how low Santorin is. Cannon there as well. Santorin's still here. Spica's coming up now. They're looking for the full-on 2v2. Perhaps Alphari trying to survive, but it's TSM who's got the bodies there faster. Santorin's too far away, and Spica picks up.
Cinematic turns you take that. Whoa, okay.
Oh, we got to fight. Never mind. We can't even talk about it. Hooney's grabbing the kill on Alphari with the onslaught of shadows coming in now as well, but Spica's killed off by Santorin, and TSM's having to run away. Hooney's ignited. Hooney's gone. You got Sword Art running into the enemy jungle to stay alive. But boy, you are behind enemy lines. This is not going to be a Saving Private Ryan type of story this time around. Looks like he may just execute to the turret here. That's about his only option. Walking up there, and there he goes. Turret takes out Sword Art, so at least no extra.
You have to respect it. The Dragon taking Santorin to 60% HP, but Spear lands and evens it up with Spica's health.
CoreJJ with a flash engage over the wall, coming in for a little bit more, but Lost is able to stay alive. CoreJJ stuck here with the very front line. It's TSM winning out in the fight for now, but Spica's going to be taken down next. Everybody's dying back and forth, but it's TSM popping off. It's a double kill over to Lost, but the boy's going to be finished off. Jensen's coming right back in. This is what I was talking about. Your mid laner does no damage, and Jensen
will be a menace with this Silas. The ult coming up very quickly as well, so he can steal off.
Liquid is deciding to respond in force themselves. Alphari coming over the wall here with a World Ender. CoreJJ's there. He's not afraid to throw himself into the fray. Follow-up coming in from Jensen, but CoreJJ's the only one dead here so far. Alphari looking for a little bit more as Hooney's about to die. Jensen misses everything, and that's enough for TSM to take the fight. It's a double kill for Spica and a 2-for-0 overall. Jensen's going right back in, goes in a ram. So yeah, they'll all back away. Nicely done from TSM.
And they expend the Grievous Wounds that they do have, the Ignite from Hooney. So before PoE can bridge the gap there, before he gets that Chemtech Purifier, that's a worth Ignite. Hooney ignites, they chunk down Jensen, he can't heal back up, and so that are used in mid lane. Once you get that mid lane tower down, you can flex either your mid lane pushes after the minion wave is pushed into
and
top.
Lost just destroys this thing for free. So that's some extra money there. You can see the turret falls over. Hooney's even there to help, and they'll keep any longer. They need him here at the onset of the fight. Jensen has already stolen away the onslaught of shadows. He's ready to go in with that if need be. Dragon aggroed by TSM down to 4K. Taking it even lower. Committing in here for what could be a 50-50. Speaking CC, but it's Alphari who's down below half. A lot of damage coming out. Alphari's going to be taken down. The Dragon's collected by Santorin, but Team Liquid now going to win the fight if they're looking to get out alive. TSM has better health bars. TSM has control over the area, and Team Liquid is falling back into enemy territory. Jensen's waiting in the brush, just daring them to come after, daring them to face check into these brushes. Team Liquid has to play this so well if they want to get away from this, but it looks like TSM's just going to give it up. They don't want to pursue into this. They don't want to risk overextending into the powerful damage potential of these three Team Liquid players. But now that Team Liquid tries to make their exit, it's TSM coming around from the side. Team Liquid engaging on the split forces of TSM, shut down onto Tactical, more coming in. TSM's about to get a gift wrap present, baby. Jensen flashes over the wall, stays alive, but you can't say the same for Santorin. Barrage, and nope, not gonna happen. Valiant effort.
TSM take him out first, and after he's down, the main threat is there. They could just 4v2 the rest of the fight. With Power of Evil, healing them right back up. So much value. You talked about the power curve of the cheap support items on Seraphine.
Yeah.
This is our comfort zone. Just providing AoE giant heals, AoE CC, and Grievous Wounds for the entire team. It is just the most valuable point in the game, and so it's very important that they snowball off of this. Their grouping is incredibly strong, and they just power forward.
Oh, Charm onto 2, nicely done! Tactical's already out of the fight. Sword Art takes some damage, but CoreJJ will burn away. 2 kills over to TSM. They have lost no one. Sword Art's still alive. Alphari's going to be jumped on next. TSM are going straight for the jugular. Santorin is alive, but Jensen will not be for much longer. The damage comes through. The shutdown comes out. Santorin's going home in a body bag. And TSM are giving us a series, ladies and gentlemen. The Bud Light Ace will turn into the game-ending push.
Yeah, their work's not done, but it's going to be easy, Captain Flowers. Multiple choice. Do you want to kill the Nexus turrets or the Nexus or all of the above? It's going to be all of the above, and we are going to a Game 4 here for TSM. Comeback is in the works. The first stone has been laid.
and see those. She has a 2% pick rate and a 0% ban rate. This is not a super popular champion in the meta right now, but it's what Team Liquid thinks is the answer for wrapping this series up.
Bottom side transition. There's going to be no support for Huni here, because even if Power of Evil teleported, he would have no mana as Seraphine. He's trying to recall now.
They go. Late. Santorin will be the one tanking the aggro here at the very start. He goes all the way back out. The aggro will be dropped and Huni stays alive. Taking a swig out of the cask, back to 300 HP. Core JJ is late to the play, and that means Power of Evil's already able to arrive. Core JJ going in, he'll be the one tanking it up. Steps away from the turret shots. First blood over to Team Liquid, but they give 2 back. That was not a good dive.
It's a disaster, Flowers! They actually give up 2 kills in addition to expending their flash on the Udyr and the teleport from Jensen, now getting chased down by Sword Art.
It could be even more kills after that. Jensen gets away, but Core JJ doesn't just yet. A little bit more damage coming through. Core is alive, but not any longer. Power of Evil grabbing kill number.
So even on Vision, on Scuttle Crab, with the bottom lane recall like that, TSM get Dragon. Sivir can run way faster, could even pop the ultimate. Team Liquid now, though, gonna choose to go in. Alfari has Mega Gnar available.
Do they really want to go in yet or no? Okay, here's the ulti. Core JJ starting it off, flashing away. Mega Gnar onto multiple people. TSM's just getting scattered all over the place. Lost with a cleanse. Flash over the wall, staying alive. But the Olaf runs out of Ragnarok at the very critical moment there at the end. Core JJ nearly dying off here in mid from Power of Evil. But that fight goes the way of Team Liquid, able to secure that one. Santorin going back for the eye. And now TL knows it's time to get the hell out of town. They are not allowed to stay here any longer without consequences. Sword Art's coming up. Tactical wants to run away. Needs a blast cone, but he's only going to get blasted all the way back to the spawn.
Go for this initiation on the team fight, and they just catch TSM on the back foot, even with the Seraphine,
who will now have a 2-0 Drake advantage. They have all the bodies here on the bottom side of the river. They take that one for free. Sword Art's coming in, looking to make some sort of a play. Defensive Leona ulti keeps enough distance between Sword Art and Tactical that Tactical can get away as well.
Meanwhile, continuing our story of Alfari on the top side, he's been left alone, my friend. And that
next
means
one, but he gets away. Alfari maintaining his lead here in this game. Jensen coming in, gets the stun with a gold card onto Power of Evil. TL wondering whether or not they should commit to this nice fancy feat from Santorin. Getting out of the dredge line. Jensen with the Everfrost with a flash away. He escapes too. You gotta be kidding. TL, get everybody out.
Everybody's got their...
It's all about if you can punish those 5 minutes after. That next Dragon fight is coming up here in about 15 seconds. Core JJ with a Hex Flash over the wall, going in underneath the Tier 1 turret. They don't have the bodies here ready to fight just yet. Olaf unstoppable, staying alive here on the front line, but will be killed away now at the very end. Lost gets jumped on, cleansing away from some of the CC. Pulls back the feathers, but not far enough. Jensen still in hot pursuit with a gold card. Welcome to the Shadow Realm, baby. Tactical grabs
under the tower, so they've got the extra pseudo member there of the tower damage going through. And Team Liquid
this far behind in gold, that Drake stacking was something they could put a little bit of hope in. But TL has squashed that hope, and now they're going for a play here underneath the Tier 2 in the bottom lane. Chain CC with the Everfrost and the gold card. Jensen takes one last shot. He'll say, actually,
Huni here on the AP version of Gragas, just crying. Can I please play League of Legends? Core JJ does Hex Splash over, but it's just a yoke, my friend. Nice little chunk onto Lost. But they just basically get him off the turret while they're split pushing, and Jensen claims the prize for Team Liquid.
Okay, so the question I have to pose for you now, how do you get back in this as TSM? Because they have this build. Never mind, we don't even have time for theatrics. We don't have time for hypotheticals. We got a team fight instead. Tactical Spell Shield will absorb the ulti from Sword Art. Core JJ's down to a quarter HP. Huni has teleported behind enemy lines, but now he has to flash away defensively, and he's still gonna die. Oh no, it's your team's Huni versus their team's Huni, and this is your team's Huni. Not what TSM needed. As Santorin comes around with the flash over the wall, starting everything up. He'll be tanking him down. He's surely to die here. Lost grabs the kill on that one. Sword Art's not even going to get traded away just yet. He burns down to Core JJ in a 1-for-1 on the back. But not like that. TSM, they're going after the Drake. Team Liquid is having Jensen just stay up here in the top side. He has swapped over to a barrier secondary with his Summoner Spellbook, so he's not able to join this fight. Dragon is grabbed by TSM. But now Team Liquid's just trying to stop them from rotating back up into the top lane. TL wants to trade that third Drake for an inhib, and that is what will be done.
Everfrost, Lichbane, and 10 stacks on Darksteel for Jensen. They can also flank you.
Well, we're going in. The team fight's already started. Sword Art's about to die, but he gets away. Power of Evil trying to sing the same song, but he ain't singing nothing anymore. Cut the mic! Team fight goes over to Team Liquid. Tier 1 goes over to Team... The lead hasn't continued building the same way that it was earlier. Jensen's going down to bottom lane, though. Power of Evil looking to stay alive, but the kills come through. Jensen's on a killing spree. Huni has arrived, but for what? For what? Alfari's just making it a 2-for-1. Huni tries to make a play. He wants to put it in the gallery, but they put him in the garbage. And Team Liquid is going for the base. Now, Tier 3 turret is already gone. Inhibitor's on the menu. It is 5v3 for the next 25 seconds.
That feel when you teleport in and you're CC'd straight from 100 to 0. You're just mashing your stopwatch. Huni can't even go golden to buy any time. Just dies. Team Liquid will complete all three. The triumvirate.
They don't even need Gnar in the same zip code as this. They know that TSM has no ability. Jensen will do what he did the first time and start putting the damage into that one to take it out. Very easy to do with Lichbane ready to go. Poke coming down onto the TSM players. Sword Art wants to go in. Once more, dropping the Nautilus ulti onto the Sivir, but Tactical can get away just fine. He's perfectly safe from this. Inhibitor falls down again in the top lane. TSM trying to stay together as 5, trying to defend underneath these Nexus turrets. They know this is all they have left. They know how difficult this is. Team Liquid's going in with a nice stun onto the enemy carry. Sword Art about to die here first. Nice shutdown. It's Huni grabbing one back on the Tactical. Santorin's also taken out. TSM have the defense for now. 4v3 here on the map. Still trying to fight, still trying to defend. Jensen wants to try to claim at least this first Nexus turret here. A little bit more damage. Almost finds it. But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And TSM still has both Nexus turrets. Everfrost won't be enough to guarantee a kill onto Lost, and TSM defend their Nexus so far. Alfari's trying to make a play. He goes on a rampage. They kill off Lost. Team Liquid not willing to give this one up just yet. Huni's trying to go right back in. Jensen's got a little bit more damage, but he has no mana left to work with. Spica's here in the front line, hit by the blue card. Jensen bringing a couple more spells back in. Alfari goes in for the wallop. Core JJ with a follow-up. Zenith Blade. Alfari's unstoppable, but it's a 1-for-1 trade on the back end of the fight. Core JJ back alive, locking down Alfari.
Defend against an extra dragon here. It's going to be a long time before we see Elder Dragon, I believe.
They'll have to get to the point where they're not just stuck in the base over and over again. But TL will not allow that anytime soon. Engage coming down into Core JJ, but that's not the guy they need. Santorin's gonna die instantly. Sword Art will be the trade. Spica here on the front line, tanking a lot of damage. Stays alive thanks to CC immunity. Lost provides a ton of firepower here when TSM is able to find these guys. Santorin just melts like he's made out of paper mache. Bottom lane inhibitor falls yet again after one more auto attack. So TSM will still gain overextend there for the big man, so backs off and just allows his team to take Baron yet again. The gold lead is...
Okay, eyes on Tactical for TSM. If you are able to either zone Tactical or take him down, there is so much less damage. Oh, the ult actually forced out really early here onto Lost, so no Xayah ultimate and the tower taking damage.
The tower being so low is very important. That thing's gonna die to the cannon minion. TSM will not have anything left to fight on top of. They will have no more advantages here in this team fight if that cannon minion gets one more shot and it's gone. Nexus is open. Every turret under TSM's control has been destroyed. This is all they have left to defend, and they must make their defense here. Lost has no ulti. Alfari's going in. The stun, the damage, the wombo combo. TSM, they get the kill back onto Santorin, and they're still trying to fight. Sword Art's the first one to die. Jensen gets himself away. Lost is still able to free fire, finding plenty of damage there. They're going right back in. They find the kill on Xayah. That's it. It's all over without the firepower coming out of Lost. TSM, they defend as long as they can. But Team Liquid, 3-1, take them down.
Core JJ has had enough of this standoff. He flashes in, he gets the root onto Lost, and they take